So yeah, I actually just finished Imitation like yesterday, and honestly, great series to be honest. And interestingly enough, one of the few K dramas I've like seen thus far, there probably is others that actually tackle the K-pop um, industry just in general. Though I'm thankful they don't go too far dark. They went a little dark at like one point, but at the same time, thankfully they didn't get into like other like tremendously dark things in the gaming industry. So at least they didn't like dive in too much, but they died little, but not like crazy much. But which is what I'm thankful for at least. But yeah. So, anyways, the show Imitation is actually, and there's actually a reason for this. The main character, Ma, I believe. Anyways, she actually has a dream um about being give up an idol and stuff. So she decides to actually pursue this dream, and like she winds up kind of like accidentally becoming a member of this group at the time. Anyways, called Omega 3. And the only reason why she became it is that unfortunately, the previous girl kind of like essentially, I don't want to say the word because I don't want to get banned for it, but if you've seen the show, you know, and if you don't know, go watch the show and you'll see why. But anyways, many reasons for this you'll learn later on. But anyways, so yeah, my replaced her, and the reason why it's called imitation is that she one of her interesting talents is like imitating the voice of a different K-pop who's a lot bigger than her, and she's like her role model pretty much. And later on, when she tries again years later, but with a different group and different entertainment agency, that a boss of a rival K-pop group, like this guy, like basically kind of quit the company that a group was on, and then became like a tea house, coffee tea house owner basically, and so she decides to like join under him, and like because the tea owner guy he has his own label, entertainment agency, whatever we call it. Anyways, has his own label essentially. So yeah, she decides to like join that, and then a new group arises called Tea Party. So she's a part of that now. She's a part of Tea Party, and they finally debut because the first time Omega 3 they didn't unfortunately debut because as it says in the show, like it's a small percentage that actually do debut K-pop idol groups. So yeah, and unfortunately they didn't make it. But Tea Party does, and the reason why they blew up was because of the fact she actually the main girl in the soul scenario, she actually imitates her like idol on a I think it's a variety show or morning show. I think it was like some morning show or something. One of those like light morning shows kind of things. So yeah, and she like blows up like, and the group like blows up like crazy because so yeah, in fact that's why the show is called Imitation. However, along with this is that she develops feelings for one of and again, this is actually kind of a long time period here that she does develop feelings for this one guy. It's a while before she actually finally confesses them. But so yeah, she kind of like begins looking dating this one guy that's like a member of the rival group. And even at top of that love, there's also the fact they like investigate what was going on with a former member of Omega 3, who was actually dating another guy, a different guy of the rival group, but but due to that whole thing of her, yeah, unfortunately, um, he, uh, the guy of the whatever group, he goes into like some great depression essentially, and then he like just quits the group. But then after a while, he's like, okay, let me just pop up again. Essentially, like there's a little episode where he just pops up again, and everybody's like, hey, cool. And then they actually do the final performance like all together, and like even the CEO wants like the press to say it's like, no, no, they're bluffing, but no, they're actually aren't killing because they've had enough of all like the BS and everything and stuff, so they're like, yeah. But again, they don't like fully quit music entirely. The Rival Group, Shax, um, but it seems like they did like smaller concerts. They didn't go like 100,000 plus people or anything like the concerts, but they still have some kind of crowd. So they didn't quit music entirely at the end. But yeah, so yeah, actually quite interesting show with like layers of storyline. Surprisingly, with a small amount of episodes, it like was like this wasn't like a multi-season show. It's a K drama, so really you kind of mostly get the show done and like all in one season. And I think it was like 8 to 16 episodes or something like that. But yeah, otherwise, actually pretty good series to be honest. Yeah, full of like drama, intrigue, a kind of mystery thing happening as I kind of described there. But yeah, that was an interesting show. Probably recommend. It's on Amazon Prime. And I don't know why I can't find any social media. I'm not sure if I've been checking the wrong sites or anything, but I've been trying to find some. I'm not sure they're even on here. But basically, they're underneath the same channel that Lisa's show is on. Because Lisa's like one of the hosts of a Chinese show on Ichi. It's either Iki or Ichi. Anyways, it's spelled Iqiyyi. However, everyone has it because there's different ways to pronounce it, and I'm not sure which way they go, but I'm guessing Ichi. Anyways, um, either way though, great show. You can at least find it on Amazon Prime or the Ichi app. Yeah, so check it out. I won't regret it. And yes, Ichi also has K dramas too, even though it's like the best in China, but they have like a wide variety of shows. So yeah, check it out. Have some K-pop intrigue, whatever. And yeah, have yourselves a lovely time. Yep, good show, good times. Anyway, see you guys next video.